Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. I am always on the lookout for great a cappella music. I've sung it my entire life, I listen to it regularly, and I've produced it. So to say that I am excited now to hear Citizen Queen for the first time ever is an understatement. Let's get to it.
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
1, 2, 3. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him and listen for a while.
Nice. Really nice so far. We are going to rewind. We're going to go back to the beginning and we're going to talk about these initial harmonies. I just wanted to get understanding of the scope of the group a little bit more before we went all the way back. First thing, they are crazy talented. There's so much talent within this set of women. Like, whoa.
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life.
I love so many dynamics of this. First of all, I love the fluffy air that's on top of the tone of every one of these women. And I'm going to straight up tell you here, I do not know all their names. I can read these names off, but apparently they flip parts all the time. Different people take different leads. So this is my first time ever seeing them, and I don't know who's singing what. We have Hannah, Cora, Kayla, Nina, and Katie, okay? And I'm going to talk about them according to what they're singing that I can see on the screen right now. I'm probably going to go look up pictures with those names and see if I can fit them a little bit better afterwards. But hey, it's my first time. So we're going to work off of this first impression. And one of the things that is so beautiful here is the way that these three in the center, they are really tight in the harmonies. Those harmonies are beautifully tuned as well. That might be some post-production, like some melody in there. Don't know. Likely. They also have beautiful control of their vibrato, in addition to the tone control, right? The vibrato, a lot of times as they're moving through more rapid shifts in the harmony, they take the vibrato out. And then when they're holding a note, they'll let it come in a little bit, not too much. In an a cappella setting, I think it can be difficult to have too much vibrato in multiple harmonies like this. Maybe just on your lead, you can add a little bit more. But when you're like this, if you have a lot of frequencies essentially going like this, that can create some weird buzzing and phasing effects that aren't fantastic. So they've got a really nice control on the vibrato, a really beautiful blend of tone that doesn't take away from the uniqueness of each voice as well.
Strumming my pain with his fingers.
Also, really cool style.
Singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
1, 2, 3.
I really like the attitudes. I It's awesome. Gonna come back one more time here because what I'm trying to do right now is match who is singing what part. There are very slight shifts in their mouths. Sometimes one part will move a slight note. I'm guessing at the moment that we have highest part, I think, is on our left, mid is middle, and lowest is on our right. I think that's what we have going on, but I need to check it still.
I'm in my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly.
So see how the bottom part moves and her mouth moves just a little bit with it? That's why I was thinking bottom for her.
Softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me.
And I'm not positive about high or low with the two middle lefts. Not positive on that one yet. But kudos to them for being so well in sync with that and having mouth movements that are subtle enough that it could go to either part. Like, good job, y'all.
Softly with his song.
1, 2, 3.
This side smile gets me.
I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style.
God.
And so I came to see him and listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, stranger to my eyes.
Numbing my pain with his fingers.
Nice. Good switch off of the lead there. Really, really, really solid. I'm just going to come back to our wonderful woman here who took the first lead. Fabulous makeup. I've got makeup envy right now. Holy crap. I love the way that there's that jewel there, just the outline of her entire eyes. Like, give me your makeup tips because wow. Beautiful, beautiful makeup. Which only helps to highlight how incredibly gorgeous her voice is. Oh my word. I love the depth of it. It is so earthy, yet it's so agile at the same time. What a beautiful lead into this song. And I mean, like, I've heard Roberta Flack sing this many, 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 many times. Worked on it with many students as well. The depth of tone that she brings to this is awesome. Awesome. Okay, let's go back to that part. Got that jewel there. I like that style. Okay.
I heard he sang a good song.
So soulful.
I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him and listen for a while.
I like that lift on listen and the arrangement.
And there he was, this young boy, stranger to my eyes.
Numbing my pain with his fingers.
So part of the reason that handoff is so good is because of the way that this has been mixed and produced. I think that they were partly put together / produced by Scott Hoying, who we know from Pentatonics, right? Legendary. I think that they put a cappella on the map for a ton of people, especially their Christmas stuff. And this is fabulous production. The way that they are bringing those backing vocals a little bit further back in the mix, the lead is so central and so clear. I wonder if there's a little EQ that was done there to help carve out some space so that that lead could just fit in a place where we will never, ever wonder where it's gone. We always instinctively know that that's the lead. We know that that's front and center because of really great production. Also, I think that the timbral shift as a person goes into the lead is going to be different, a lot more powerful in that. We'll talk about the beatboxing again in just a bit.
Stranger to my eyes.
Singing my life with his words. Killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly with his song. Telling my whole life with his words. Killing me softly with his song. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so woman who had our first lead has now gone into the bass range, or like the bass range for this kind of acapella setup. And I think that it's so important when you have this setup of women that you need to have a really, really strong low voice, and you need to have a really, really strong beatboxer too, if you want this kind of sound. And that's because you don't have as much room to build up. When you have an all male voice a cappella group, if you have a bass there, you can go super, super low and have all of this room to build on top of, right? With females, we can only go so low. There are things like subharmonics, which are really fascinating to explore, but I haven't really heard them used well in an a cappella setting. So I don't count them as like one of those tools that are regularly in an a cappella toolbox. Instead, you just want your female who can take that bass line to have a super, super low, deep sound. She's killing it. She's killing it. That was partly what I liked so much about our initial timbre as well, was the way it was so earthy and deep, right? So it makes sense that she's going into just keeping that bass line down. It's beautiful. And then I like the way when we switched into our other one that is taking the lead now, she has a much lighter tone, but it still has that depth where the trade-off worked. And she's got more focus with a little more nasal resonance in the sound overall. It feels like a little more Mariah Carey versus Whitney Houston, if you know those two voices well. You have a little more depth and a little bit more height and nasal focus in one of the voices. So she's got that going. It cuts really, really well too. Back to our beatboxer though, who has the funnest style and attitude. I love that. That I think she's super solid, has some just good basic sounds that are going on right now. One of the things though that is fabulous is actually the way that the kick in her voice has been produced. It has a lot of weight to it. Now you have to have like a good kick sound first to put it into production like that, and she's got that for sure. Right? Every sound is very crispy until she takes like a funner, long, drawn out sound and psh, psh, almost like a cymbal crash. It's clear that she's taken a lot of interest in drum kits and how to recreate that sound herself. She is the mouth drummer.
With his song, killing me softly.
Love that little.
With his song.
Oh, I just remembered there was another spot I wanted to go back and catch. Okay, back.
Drumming my pain with his fingers.
So much attitude.
Singing my life with his words. Killing me
That. This is one of those ones where I say, I love this arrangement. Don't know who did it. There aren't that many people actually that do really solid a cappella arrangements for this level out there, but I love the way that our backing vocals in that gap went into parallel octaves to draw out that backing line just a little bit. It was still light enough though that we could be dropped right back into the lead. This is the thing that I like about a cappella so much. I feel like I'm like, oh, squirrel, 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 or delicious candy, Nutella, chocolate. Essentially, there's lots of little sound squirrels that are woven into the music so that you never get bored. It's always extremely intricate when it's a fantastic arrangement and performance. That's just such a great tone.
drumming my pain with his fingers. Singing my life with his words.
Right there.
Killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly with his song. Telling my whole life.
This is interesting.
with his
Check this out. We have a lot of different mics going on here. Really, really interesting. I mean, these look like Shores probably. We might just all have different kinds of Shores, but I'm not sure. Right, lots of different ones though. That's unusual to me. More commonly, I'll see people. I know VoicePlay, for example. I think has been working with some modeling mics, which are really cool mics that essentially can take on different aspects of vintage microphones that are legendary. That makes it easy to work everybody into a similar sound. But each of these mics has an imprint of its own. So maybe they all went and found the mic that they feel makes their voice shine as much. But I wonder, does that make production difficult to feel cohesive? I don't know. I'm really surprised.
song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Yeah, 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 yeah. I felt our flesh with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he found my letters and read each one aloud.
Whoa. This shift is awesome. I very much love how they're trading off the lead here. It's brilliant to hear them all singing it and hear the way that each voice can shine on it. Just love that. The way that the beatboxing is filling out this section is so cool. She's deliberately leaving a lot of space. There's like a feeling of boom, boom, and then it hovers and then drops again. It's almost like I would expect the screen to do shaking in this section and then lift and then shake again. Really cool sounds. And I feel like there's more creativity on beatboxers and in this section as well. There's some fun yet simple, tasteful fills here and there. Like, ooh, I've taken some beatboxing notes. Really cool. Also, this wonderful woman has so much flow in her voice. She's kind of between the two we've heard so far, but her voice is like a warm hug to me. It's really comforting.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I felt our flesh with
Very full-throated.
Embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he found my letters and read each one aloud. I prayed that
I'm pretty sure that the one I mentioned that I thought was singing the higher line, I'm pretty sure she was. It seems like when they get back into these group sections, you can see her going up there on that higher harmony and the backing vocals. Seems like she's probably the higher voice in the group, highest one. But I'm guessing it sounds like they all can take over different parts very, very easily.
I felt he found my letters and read each one aloud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly.
I love the way that beatboxing, especially the rhythm of the kick there, shifted the whole feel. It's amazing how just tiny shifts in a beatboxing rhythm or what part you're highlighting, how it changes the entire texture of the song. It's almost like you have to build a cappella off of what's going to be happening in the beatboxing. Really, really, really cool. I'm going to go back a little bit, check out how she shifts it.
Fingers, singing
I also love the way she's doing beatboxing. Oh, sorry, I cut our lead singer off right now, off in just one of the worst places. So many apologies. It was just to talk about beatboxing hands and the way she's directing. It's almost like she's the conductor of the group, which makes sense because she's the one that's establishing the rhythm there, right? She and the singer on bass have to be so in sync. But gosh, this lead line was really, really incredible, and I feel bad for cutting it off there. Nice breath control.
With his song.
Oh, that was a beautiful, just, what's the word, cascade of pitches there. I love that. I love the way we had a lot happening in the actual arrangement at this point, where we have unison and then just spreading all the way out again. It's almost like a galaxy is trying to take shape, swirling all around.
With his song.
I love her breath control. I'm going to come back to this section and point out like this really sort of little thing that most people will never think about. But once you hear it, I don't think you're ever going to be able to come back. And it's how they say L's and how close that is to D's. L's across all languages can be a very, very tricky consonant. And that's because your tongue is going up to the roof of your mouth in some manner. And sometimes it's going to be more flat, sometimes it's more flicky, sometimes it spreads out laterally, kind of like, whoa, like they have a very, very liquid lateral L in Russian in particular. And this articulation of an L in an a cappella group needs to be the same. People in American English will articulate their L's in so many different ways even. So just speaking the same language, even being from the same city, does not mean you're going to articulate your L the same way. So a lot of times in a cappella groups, we'll take their L's and get them a little bit closer to D's. La 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 la, da 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 da, la 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 da da da. It's like just at that tip of the alveolar ridge, right behind the front teeth. It's flicky, a flicky L. And they definitely do this. It's so close to the D. Right? La 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 la. That means that their tongue has to curl up, la 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 la, and you cannot have any of the tongue being a little more flat against the roof. It is very detailed and on point. The only difference here between an L and a D really is going to be the speed of what it's done. If you linger in that spot and send a little more pitch through it before releasing the connection, then that'll be an L. And if it's very, very, very short, more of a D. La 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 la. Do it, everybody at home. Make L's and D's. Have fun. Make your neighbors look at you weird. You can see how close that is there. La da 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 da. love the long crash in the beatboxing, but I really love the way that the arrangement went all high and then dropped back down. That was really nice writing and definitely capitalizing on so many strengths within the group.
Strumming my pain with his fingers. Strumming my pain. Singing my life with his words. Singing my life. Play with his song. Telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
No, that I feel like they were gonna wrap that up instead. I thought we had like at least 30 more seconds left, y'all. I just want to mention a couple of things. Love the syllables chosen for the bass line here and the way she is so clear and subtle at the same time. Just super, super solid bass line throughout. And love the way it reduces to the unison at the end as well. I like the way they each feel like they fly loose there. I am surprised how incredibly full they are able to make their sound. And I think that this is because all of them are so talented and also because they have a great bass in, great percussion in, and then it sounds like within their other three voices, they can just go anywhere they want to. I really dig what they've done. I love the actual arrangement of this as well. And if you are into a cappella analysis, check out this playlist over here. May you fall more in love with music every day. Mwah.